Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. Breaking news. No one saw this coming. Two of China's brightest rising stars Zhao Jinmai and Zhang Linghe just dropped a relationship revelation that shook the entire entertainment world. From secret glances on set to undeniable chemistry that fans brushed off as just acting, today, it all becomes real. And behind this sudden confession lies a story far more beautiful and complicated than anyone ever imagined. It all began quietly on the set of Sword and Fairy 4. Zhao Jinmai, known for her delicate grace and emotional depth, had already become one of the most beloved young actresses in China. Zhang Linghe, with his noble aura and calm charisma, was the rising male lead everyone couldn't stop talking about. When the drama aired, their on-screen connection was electric, natural, effortless, and deeply emotional. Fans flooded social media with clips of their behind-the-scenes moments, pointing out tiny details, the way Zhang Linghe looked at her after each take, or how Jinmai would unconsciously lean closer when laughing. But they denied everything. During interviews, they smiled politely, saying, "We're just colleagues." And people believed them, at least, most did. Behind the scenes, whispers began to spread. Stylists noticed how they arrive on set separately but somehow leave together. Crew members recalled how Zhang Linghe would quietly wait for Jinmai after night shoots, offering her his jacket when the wind got too cold. Still, no one expected this. Not until this morning when photos surfaced of them hand in hand, strolling through Beijing, dressed casually, faces half hidden behind masks, but love unmistakably visible in their eyes. The internet erupted. Weibo trends exploded with Zhao Jinmai Zhang Linghe dating, gathering millions of comments within hours. Some fans cheered finally. They deserved to be happy. Others were heartbroken, saying, "I thought it was just acting. How can my ship become reality?" But behind the headlines and hashtags lies something deeper, a fragile truth about love, timing, and the cost of being real in an industry built on perfection. Because for Jinmai and Linghe, this wasn't just about romance. It was about courage. And to understand that courage, we have to go back to where their connection truly began, far from cameras, fame, or scripted lines. Back in 2021, Zhao Jinmai was transitioning from child actress to leading woman, a path filled with immense pressure. The public had grown up watching her, expecting her to remain pure and untouchable. Zhang Linghe, on the other hand, was just starting to gain recognition. His career depended on image, that perfect, gentlemanly facade. When they first met at a script reading, Jinmai later admitted, he felt distant, like he was protecting himself. But on set, something shifted. Between endless rehearsals and retakes under the bright studio lights, they started sharing quiet conversations. Linghe would bring her snacks. Jinmai would fix his costume ribbons. Little gestures small enough to go unnoticed by the world, yet strong enough to build an invisible bond. They found comfort in each other, not as celebrities, but as two young souls navigating a life that rarely felt their own. And when shooting wrapped, they promised to keep in touch. Months passed. Both returned to busy schedules, endorsements, fan meetings, interviews. But sometimes, amid the flashing cameras, fans noticed a subtle smile when one mentioned the other's name. When My Journey to You aired, Zhang Linghe's career skyrocketed. The same year, Zhao Jinmai's drama Reset made her a household name. They were now top tier, the kind of stars agencies protect fiercely. That's why their confession today feels almost rebellious. In an industry where idols hide their love lives behind walls of denial, Jinmai and Linghe chose honesty, even knowing what it might cost. A source close to them revealed, they decided to stop pretending. They're not trying to create drama, they're just tired of hiding. And perhaps that's what makes the story so magnetic. Because behind every perfectly edited photo, behind every carefully written PR statement, there are two young people just trying to love, quietly and truthfully. But of course, every fairy tale under the spotlight comes with its shadow, and for Zhao Jinmai and Zhang Linghe, the storm hit faster than anyone expected. Within hours of the news breaking, brand contracts were reviewed. Some sponsors expressed concern over how this relationship might affect Jinmai's innocent image. Others warned Zhang Linghe that dating rumors could distract from his growing career momentum. Yet amidst the noise, fans did something unexpected: they defended them. One viral comment read, "They grew up, they worked hard, and now they're in love. Let them breathe." It's rare, almost unheard of, for the fandom to stand united. Usually, dating scandals divide. But this time, perhaps because their story felt so real, people chose empathy over judgment. And that's the emotional paradox of fame. Love that should be celebrated becomes something to hide. Imagine falling for someone who understands your loneliness, your exhaustion, your need for peace, and still having to whisper it in the dark. Jinmai once said in an old interview, "People think actors are surrounded by attention, but sometimes it's the loneliest job in the world." Maybe that's why Zhang Linghe was drawn to her, not because she was perfect, but because she was real. As media outlets scramble for more details, their fans are piecing together moments that now make sense: the matching bracelets, the shared playlists, even that one behind-the-scenes video where Linghe couldn't stop smiling while Jinmai spoke. What was once dismissed as fanfiction has turned into a real-life romance. And in a world obsessed with curated images, that honesty feels revolutionary. Maybe this isn't just a celebrity love story. Maybe it's a reminder that even under the blinding spotlight, love still finds its way quietly, tenderly, courageously. Zhao Jinmai and Zhang Linghe didn't plan to break the internet. They just wanted to be honest about who they are, and who they found in each other. In the end, that's what makes their story timeless: two stars orbiting the same galaxy, choosing to collide, knowing the impact might burn, but also light up the sky. So, whether you cheer or worry for them, one thing is certain: this isn't the end of their story. It's just the beginning of something beautifully, defiantly real. If this story touched you, don't just scroll away.